Om Shanti. Today, in this song, we heard the praise of the soul. The soul who is the master of the sense organs. And when I become conscious of being in the center of the forehead, constantly radiating the light and the might. And not only that, but as soon as I master my senses, I am able to master so many things around. Yesterday's lesson, we saw very clearly how God taught Arjuna to meditate. And in our today's morning session, we heard about the method and basis of Raj Yoga meditation, which is very simple. Just as we remember human beings, our near and dear ones, but remembering the human beings also, there is some basis. It is not that we remember anyone at any time. And the basis is, first of all, introduction, then clarifying my relationship with Him. Do I have a relationship? Am I related to Him? And what is my relationship? The third basis is love. When the relationship comes in practical sense, then the love also emerges. If we are not related, there is no love. And the fourth basis is attainments. It is so natural that wherever a person feels he is going to attain something, the mind and intellect towards that place. So, these are the four bases for human remembrance also. So when we have got the introduction of the self, what is the real identity of the self? What is the real identity of the Supreme? So the introduction part is very clear. Now, is there any relationship between Him and me? Many a times we say yes. He's our Father. He's our Mother. He's our Supreme Satguru, the Supreme Teacher. But yes, when we sing bhajans, definitely we praise about these relationships. But we never experience that relationship with God. And on the other hand, we would say that, oh, I am so weak, I am so dirty, I am impure, and you are the highest on high, O God. So this shows that there are two levels. He is highest on the high, and I am somewhere very low. So there is no connection that is established. And yoga means connection. So for that connection, there should be a very near and dear relationship established with him. And the more I come closer, then it is so easy for me to build up that connection. Human beings, when they remember someone and a telephone call comes from the other side, we feel so happy. We just remembered him and he has called me. And this is what we call as a telepathic connection, which is the connection with the power of thoughts. You remember someone, and when the mental frequency of both the people is tuned up, we experience this telepathic connection. So meditation also means it's a telepathic connection with the Supreme. When I uplift my consciousness level from the gross physical consciousness to a higher plane and consider myself as a soul, a divine entity, and the moment I'm stabilized in that divine consciousness, I'm able to establish that connection. And as I generate my thoughts towards God, it is seen and experienced at times, He also remembers me. When we get the response of human remembrance, we feel so happy. Just imagine when you are talking to God, and after a few moments or after a few hours only, you feel that whatever you have talked to Him has practically happened. And you feel so happy that yes, God is listening to me. He's listening to my every thought. And there is immense happiness. But this is not the experience we get always. Raj Yoga meditation enables us to constantly be in this awareness and get this experience. The main thing is to have awareness constantly. It reminds me of a beautiful story that once there was a great saint, and he had a beautiful place where he could do tapasya, and he had one disciple who used to stay with him. One day this great saint had a thought, I would like to go on my further penances. So he wanted to travel to the Himalayas. So he called his disciple and he said, day after tomorrow, I would like to leave this place and go on a further search so that I can go into the depths and I am able to contemplate. So the disciple said, it's fine, I can come with you. So the Guruji said, no, I think you can stay here, look after this ashram, because there will be some others who will also be coming constantly here. So you can share what I have taught you to them. I would like to go on myself. So the disciple was so obedient. He said, fine, I would stay here. The next day was the Guruji's moan. He was in silence. So the next day this disciple has a thought and he feels, when Guruji is not here, let me just ask him, which are the things I have to pay attention upon, so that in his absence, I don't make any mistakes. So he goes up to the Guruji, who was in mourn, doing meditation. He goes and sits in front of him, and after a few minutes, the Guruji opens his eyes. And he asks the Guruji, Guruji, I have one small problem. When you are not here, can you just guide me? Which are the things I have to pay attention to? So, being in silence, the Guruji asked for a notebook and a pencil. And on the notebook, on the page, he wrote, awareness. So, the disciple felt, well, this is very easy. I just have to keep awareness. That's all. So he felt so happy. As he went out and was looking at that word, trying to understand that word which the Guruji had written, he thought there should be something before and after maybe. So he goes up to the Guruji again and says, can you just elaborate this word? Means write something before and after. So the Guruji again asked for the same book. And on the page where he had written awareness, before also he added one word, and after also he added one word. And the word was awareness, awareness, awareness. So the disciple was so happy. Well, now this is very easy. I have to constantly keep awareness, that's all, so that I don't make a mistake. So he takes the book and goes out. As he goes out, still he has a question. Awareness, awareness, awareness means what? So he goes up to the Guruji again and he tells the Guruji, can you further describe this word? Awareness, awareness, awareness means what? So the Guruji again takes the book and the pencil in his hand and writes, awareness, awareness, awareness is equal to awareness. I would say that in our lives also the message becomes very clear. Living in this life, if we are constantly aware of each and every action that we are doing, we will be always safe from the sinful actions. And this is what we saw in yesterday's 2 chapters. How constantly God was trying